There's a tool called BuiltWith. It's a Chrome extension that you can get a lot of juicy information, like kind of behind the scenes back end type stuff. I think it's a little more advanced, truthfully, and I think that, like I said, there could be some insights that you can pull from it. Like, are they using HubSpot? Are they using, you can see the CMS, you can get some details, but generally it's not going to be game-changing insights for the most part. I think you might come across something that like could be really enlightening, but overall I'd say that like there's not going to be something that's going to like push you into a new channel or something, or like you'll find the blue skies there. I'm not sure that that's going to happen.